How's it going, guys? So this video's on me building my house at 22 years old. Long story short, the reason why I want to build my house here in Mexico is because the last 2 years of high school, it was here in Mexico, and I really love it here. So I set out to build my home here, go to the United States, work, save a lot of money, and I'm finally able to do it. So I had to start with the design, right? So I use SketchUp to do the design on my computer. I actually bought a computer just to refine the design, and this is a 3D model that I made. This is my dream home design. It took around 2 months to design it. I bought the land in 2016. Actually bought 2 lots in this residential area, and my dad and we bought these wooden posts and barbed wire, and we circled the entire perimeter because they had dumped dirt, as you can see in the video there. And we got the city's permit for construction to start that this year. And here we have removed the post around the perimeter, remove the barbed wire. We're going to get ready to hire someone to use a bulldozer and remove that dirt. Here's a view of the land. It's 18 meters long by 12 meters. And you guys can do the conversion if you guys want to. We're actually setting on fire a anthill that's there so that none of the workers get stung by it. And right here we are marking based off the blueprints that I made, marking the perimeter, and then we're going to be marking the rooms. Right here we have all the rooms set except on this area because of that dirt. The bulldozer is going to be moving that dirt. And there it is. It was actually really quick. And then where it's marked white, the bulldozer is going to be picking up that dirt so that it can go a little bit deeper into the bedrock so that we can lay a foundation for the building. Here's a bulldozer opening up the ground. It was fairly cheap compared to standards in the United States. It's roughly, you can say it's around $27 an hour for the worker and the machine. It took around 6 hours to open up all that markings. And right there, the machine is going to be opening up where we're going to have it's called aljibe, is where you store water, because in this town here in Mexico, water isn't consistent. It doesn't flow at all times 24/7 like in the United States. Tap water is available certain days of the week for a certain amount of hours. That's why in Mexico you see that there's water containers on top of the houses, with black containers roughly with 1,000 liters of water. And what this is that I'm going to be able to store around 8,000 liters of water, so that in case the water doesn't fall a certain day of the week, I'm going to be purchasing an electric pump so that it can pump water to the reservoirs at the top of the house so that I can have water. It also is going to be good so that the workers can use the water for cement and other stuff that we're going to require it for. So right here we're making the aljibe, which is a water reservoir. It's really important because we're going to be using that water for the rest of the construction to make cement batches. Since the first day that the construction started, I've been there working as well, which I think is pretty cool. I can tell my kids in the future that I designed the house, I built the house, and that I've, used my resources to make the house in every aspect, which I think is really cool. And I'll stop talking. The rest of the video is just the progress of the house. If you guys have questions, feel free to comment or ask me. I don't want to go into prices because in different parts of Mexico it can vary. It's obviously much cheaper than in the United States. And my goal is to retire in Mexico in the future. Probably have a business so I can retire early because in Mexico you don't need much money. And yeah, that's been my goal. The way I did it is just work. I'm technically earning the average amount of an American. I won't say how much I earn, but in less than 4 years, I've earned enough to be able to do this project that I've been praying for, and I'm glad that I'm doing it now.
Ahí sembrado el estimado Rafael Coy, el padre del calero. Le quemaron una vez toda la cosa ahí. ¿Dónde me encargó pues de esa tierra? Sí. Se la quemaron, ¿tú crees? ¿Por qué crees que tiene tanto poco terreno? ¿Puedes entrevistar a Felipe? ¿Qué va a hacer Felipe? Dígame si te cuento, porque justo hoy 5 años, dígame el secreto de tu vida, pero dice, no, pues de joven me cogí un muro. No, 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 no. Con los pantalones.